Hello, everybody. How you doing today? I had a couple thoughts this morning. So, whenever me or others talk about uh, simulation theory, we all spent most of our lives feeling that we're insignificant, we're a speck of dust amongst billions and billions of stars. We live, we die, and that's it. Okay, well, I felt this way for a long time as well. But I don't like it when they think that way about simulation theory because I think it's God's simulation, so that's irrelevant. But I understand because, in the same way that they feel that, I feel the same way about parallel theory because I spent my whole life thinking I was insignificant. Now I believe in other things, opening up my mind, and to me, the simulation theory again makes me feel insignificant, makes me feel, you know, because now that I feel I have a soul, having to think that my soul's split up into infinite fucking pieces amongst parallel realities, that I just don't like the way that feels. It doesn't feel right to me. I'm not saying that that's not true, but you know, it's feasible in the way my freaking brain in this avatar thinks in this realm. But so that's my thought on that anyway. That's why I don't think it's parallel realities, is because I think it takes away from the significance of our own personal souls and realities. And I don't like that. But it doesn't mean it's not true. Just that's my opinion. And that goes along the lines of what else bothers me, Like I strongly believe we should all have our own opinions, but we should all support each other too. And amongst the truth community, we fight way too much amongst each other. Um, Flat Earth versus globe Earth, and parallel versus fucking multiple or simulation, and on, right? I mean, we're all seeking truth, so we should all support each other and we should all accept each other's opinions because the only freedom we have is our own opinion. We might not have the freedom to express our opinion, but we have the freedom to think our opinions. And anyone who takes away from that is just, not getting any positive things done. So that's my thought on that. Um, I highly support the flat Earth people. Like, when you think about everything, everything's a lie. Everything we ever taught was a lie. Um, and the lie's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I feel anything that society pushes, you probably should do the opposite. Now, I'm not one to, I just preached how you should fucking support people's opinions. I'm not a believer in the whole gender fucking thing, like the whole LBGQ, like, I'm not gonna like everybody teach their own, man. They can do, but I am against society pushing this on people. You decide you want to be one way, then that you should, but you should not have the right to push the agenda on others. Um, if you fucking tell a dog he's a cat his whole life, he's gonna be a cat. You know what I mean? You should not fucking push those beliefs on children. You should not push them in the media because children see all this shit, and it's bullshit in my view. And I think it's because there's a larger agenda. Okay, now I support the flat Earth because I'm a pretty smart person, I think, and everything I've seen says that it's not a globe. I don't know what shape it is, and it doesn't much matter to me. But the big picture is, if they're lying to us and they're pushing this agenda of other shit on us, then there's a reason behind it, and then where does it stop? Okay, so by deduction of fucking, logic and seeing everything, if the world is lying about fucking the moon, the shape of the earth, which means we can't go to space, which means we can't go to the moon, which means there's probably not satellites at least the way we think of them, probably not a space station, on and on. Now, I'm not trying to make you people believe this. I'm just trying to make you use your fucking brain, okay? Now, has anyone ever seen a real fucking picture of the Earth from orbit? I sure and fuck haven't. you know, we should not be able to see the moon that clearly if it's that far. The rays of the sun should not fucking come on the angles that it does if it's that far. It's just fucking math, man. Math they taught us. Which is also a fucking lie, right? Everything's a lie. So, when you think about these things, fucking, that means, all these governments know the truth of this fucking reality, or at least an aspect of it. And that aspect is they're not in fucking space, which means they're all working together, which means it's all a one world government, which means politics are false, war is false. Fucking, where does it stop, right? The population's probably false. And I'm not saying people aren't dying. That just makes it worse. That means they're willing to kill people for their agenda or to hold this lie. And every year that we advance and every year that more people wake up, they have to lie more and more and more. And as much as people look at us in this community as being ridiculous and stupid, I look at the whole population of the earth being ridiculous and stupid because fucking, to me, believing this shit is the stupidest thing ever. I mean, it's getting so ridiculous. Like, I mean, how could you possibly believe this stuff? You believe it just because what, they told you it? So open your fucking mind, man. Use your own discernment. But, and I know a lot of other people talk about this. I'm far from the first person to talk about anything. But people have to start using their own freaking mind, their own discernment to fucking view and make their own opinions. And I embrace their opinions. I want everyone to fucking have the right to have an opinion. But make up your own opinion. Don't fucking use someone else's. Use your own fucking perception to view and fucking perceive what this reality is. Don't think something because someone told you it. Don't think anything because I told you it. Look into it. Don't think because someone else told you it's true. I mean, come on, people. And then don't be negative on others because they have a different view. Because we all have different views. We all have our own perspectives. And I'm pretty sure we all have our own reality within a fucking collective reality. So I think that's a lot of reason why people don't see what we see. I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Just babbling on as usual. I love you all, to each their own.